Thank you, Rahel. Next up, we have Dr. Hu. Please welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. Let me here to share my Chinese information with you guys. Actually, I feel really, really good here because I can tell Chinese and Somalia, we are friends for over hundreds of years, and I feel I'm home here now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I always have Somali patients come to my office, and I feel really comfortable with them, and they feel really comfortable with me too. Okay, today I only have 10 minutes. I don't have much time to talk about the Chinese medicine, but I just briefly talk about some Chinese medicine has a very long history, few thousand years, and acupuncture is part of Chinese medicine. And acupuncture is really good for infertility treatment. Actually, Chinese and Somalia all believe herbs, right? You guys believe herbs, and we do too. So herbs actually in China is a big part of the Chinese medicine. But in here, acupuncture treatment is much more popular than herbs. And acupuncture is went to the over hundreds countries now because it works. And before Western medicine went to the China, Chinese only use Chinese medicine to treat everything. So definitely including the infertility issues. If you look at the Chinese population, you can tell we don't have much infertility issues there, right? Actually, we do have infertility issues. And the Chinese doctor use herbs and acupuncture treat the infertility women. They get pregnancy and they get twins. They even get triplets. So make the population really big, become to the problem now. And the government have to just let one family has one child. So you cannot have any more. So, okay. So for Chinese medicine, we always think your whole body is the whole. It's not separate. So if you have an infertility problem, it's not only your ovaries or uterus or fallopian tubes get trouble. It's not. It's all related to your whole bodies. For example, if you have the issues, you feel stressed out. Is that right? And I can tell by my Somalia patients, they feel stressed out, they worry about the relationship, and sometimes they don't have a good habit of eating, and they don't want to be fat. They want to look good, and they don't eat regularly. Actually, if you don't eat regularly, you don't get enough nutrition for your uterus, just like you don't fertilize them, right? So you don't get a pregnancy. The pregnancy chance is not that good. So I always lifestyle, because emotions and the lifestyle is a part of Chinese medicine. That is the reason cause you get sick, cause you get fertility issues. Yeah, so you have to eat good, and you have to sleep good, and you have to do your sex right. If you don't do your sex right, you don't get pregnancy. And the patient always say, the doctor tell me around the ovulation time we have to do the sex. Yes, you have to do the sex around the ovulation time. That is very true and very good. But you have to know what time is the best time for you guys to do the sex. Evening time from 9 to 11. That is the best time for you enjoy your sex with your husband. So you will get a higher chance to get a pregnancy. And for the eating, you cannot only eat one time a day because you don't want to get big and get fat. You have to eat 3 times a day for sure. And you have to eat a balanced diet. You have to have everything. It's not just the protein or it's just the fruits or vegetables. That's not right. You have to eat everything, okay, in order to get your pregnancy easily. And you have to do the exercise right. You cannot do exercise too much. If you overdo exercise, that wouldn't be good for you. If you don't do exercise, it's not good for you either. So if you guys know what animals live longest, turtle, right? Yeah, turtle doesn't do much exercise. They always sit there, they are lazy, they sleep, right? But they can live 1,000 years old because they do meditations. They do exercise. They do different types of exercise, the meditations all the time. So for my patients, I always tell them what exercise is good for you. It depends on your person. Different person, you should choose different exercise. If you have a very high stress and your job is physically, you don't have to do wrong, okay? Do very aggressive exercise. You should do some meditations because your body needs to be quiet and you mentally have to be quiet too. Exercise always have 2 purposes. First purpose is to make you physically good, and secondly, make you mental good. So if you have a very good attitude, happy, then you have a higher chance to get a pregnancy. Your husband don't want to see you unhappy, right? Is that right? Your husband want to be smile, happy every time when they do the sex with you. Is that right? So you have to find a good way to make yourself happy and don't worry about the issues. For the treatment, we can do herbs, acupunctures, and food therapy. I do teach food therapy too. Yeah, I teach gynecology of Chinese medicine. So all kind of women's issues I teach. And I treat a woman's menstrual problem. If you have a menstrual problem, you have to fix that problem before you get a pregnancy. So if you don't fix that problem, you wouldn't get a pregnancy easily. So you have to know you give your body time to fix that problem before you get pregnancy, okay? And we teach people Tai Chi too. If you like to take some Tai Chi class, our clinic offers that for patients for free. You don't have to pay anything. We go to the park, we enjoy the fresh air, and we do Tai Chi together and make your body and mentally all good, okay? And some people, I refer them to the doctor's treatment because the infertility issues is really related to your age. If your age is not under 35 years old, I will tell you, hurry up. Yeah, you have to put this for your priorities. You need to see your medical doctors, OBG doctors, and get some medications. And you come to my clinic, get acupuncture treatment. Because Chinese medicine is look at your whole bodies. It's a big pictures. But your OB doctors is really, really detailed about your reproductive system. So if you use these both together, so you will get a much more benefit. And by the way, I only have 1 minute. Okay. So you will ask me how long I have to have a treatment. Generally speaking, you will need 3 months, the treatment. You cannot expect the acupuncture treatment is magical, no shortcut. Be patient. 3 months. In that 3 months, if you are lucky, you may already got pregnancy. If it's not that lucky, you may need 3 months or even six months treatment, because in order to improve your egg quality, really need 3 months. I have to stop. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, guys.